identification with the animal kingdom. We can't really get rid of a thing until you own it. You can't get rid of an addiction unless you admit that it's got you. So we can't get rid of the ego by denying it, by demonizing it, by making it our enemy, but by owning it and beginning to see and appreciate it and respecting it. It's a wonderful mechanism without which life wouldn't survive, without which there wouldn't be any Komodo dragons. They're one of the great wonders of the world. They're this dragon. We can't really get rid of a thing until you own it. BC can't still with us in the river where they catch a lot of dragons. No, they're living in Indonesia on a little island. So we can't get rid of the ego by denying it. So it's a wonderment. So we can wonder at making it our enemy, but by owning it and beginning to see and appreciate it and respecting it. It's a wonderful mechanism without which life wouldn't survive, without which there wouldn't be any Komodo dragons. They're one of the great wonders of the world. They're this dragon. We can't really get rid of a thing until you own it. BC can't still with us in the river where they catch a lot of dragons. No, they're living in Indonesia on a little island. So we can't get rid of the ego by denying it. So it's a wonderment. So we can wonder at making it our enemy, but by owning it and beginning to see and appreciate it and respecting it. It's a wonderful mechanism without which life wouldn't survive, without which there wouldn't be any Komodo dragons. They're one of the great wonders of the world. They're this dragon. We can't really get rid of a thing until you own it. BC can't still with us in the river where they catch a lot of dragons. No, they're living in Indonesia on a little island. So we can't get rid of the ego by denying it. So it's a wonderment. So we can wonder at making it our enemy, but by owning it and beginning to see and appreciate it and respecting it. It's a wonderful mechanism without which life wouldn't survive, without which there wouldn't be any Komodo dragons. They're one of the great wonders of the world. They're this dragon. We can't really get rid of a thing until you own it. BC can't still with us in the river where they catch a lot of dragons. No, they're living in Indonesia on a little island. So we can't get rid of the ego by denying.
Hello? Hello? Is there anybody out there? How you doing? Yeah, evidently there is somebody out there. They're all sleeping, dreaming away the hours. What hours? How do you think you make a dream? You make it with time. If it wasn't for time, you wouldn't be dreaming. Did you ever think of that? Yeah. The one ingredient that makes it possible to dream time. Funny thing is, there isn't any. Yeah, that's funny, isn't it? And the only way you can have anything happen at all is in a dream. That's pretty neat. It's so cool. Well, let's see. I got a bunch of controls here on the ship today. Oh, look at that. That's so cool. Yeah. Yeah, that's so cool. Ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Yeah. Now broadcasting. Yes, kids. Well, we're trying to get landed here. Where are we going to land? Shall we land in the green zone, the yellow zone, the in the blue zone? How about the gray zone? Hmm? This is MBN 140507. Now broadcasting over www.thoughtbridge.tv. And it leads to a whole world of illusions. A whole world of dreams. Bum, 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 bum. Do do do. Do 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 do. Come on in. How's it going? Well, that's cool. Huh? Oh, really? Really? Huh. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. So, do you know about our project? Which one? One I've been working on for over 30 years. You married me, who was with me for 3 years, and you don't actually know me, and you don't even know my project. No, I thought you meant, like, in the present project. No. You even have a clue as to what my project is? Yeah. When the universe disappeared, all kinds of shit was revealed, including the future. Now, let's assume that it's a delusion, so that we don't have to fight about, well, I don't believe that, and I don't believe that, and I don't believe that, and I don't believe that. So we'll just assume that everything that I saw when the universe exploded and I was the singularity is all bullshit. We don't have to argue about it. We're gonna discuss it like rational adults. Like I'm crazy or not crazy. We're just gonna report about it like someone who had a dream last night. You had a dream last night. I had a dream last night. We're gonna take an objective point of view, and we're gonna do third person where what happened to me, okay, didn't happen to me because it didn't happen. It's a dream. It happened. Did a dream happen to me? Did a dream happen to you? Who is the you that the dream happened to? I'm going to look at it like it's a dream. It was a dream that I saw that went into a singularity where the universe was born, as absurd as it is. And then it all came rushing back, where I was thrown back into time and space and became a butterfly flying around on the planet. But then I woke up and it was only a dream I was dreaming I was a butterfly. So now I have to figure out whether I'm a butterfly dreaming that I'm a human being or whether, well, you know what I mean. So that's what writing is all about. That's what the imagination is all about. It's the fact that you can deny that you're dreaming so that you can have and pretend and believe. Put your belief into it and it comes alive. It manifests all around you exactly what you want once you figure out that you're all dreaming, that you are the dreamer, and you can have it any way you want because it doesn't matter what the story is doing. What matters is that you're awake. And once you realize you're awake, all of it is equal. Doesn't matter. You have your good guys, your bad guys, males and females. You got gay people. You got lesbians. You got everything. You got a whole menu. Where do you get the menu from? You get it from the vibes, the experience. All of the vibes, they're all there. The menu is always there. Ever wonder about that? Why they say it's all there? That's why it's all there. All of it's there. Nothing new under the sun. No new menu. No new sensations. No new thoughts. No new anything. That's awake. That's awake. No new nothing. So you have this big buffet, and you go, I could have some of this, and some of that, and some of that, and I can rearrange that on my plate, and then I can make it into a dream, and I can put figures there that I assign values and meanings and all this shit, and I can project it all outside myself, outside of what I am, which is the awake space, and I see how it works, and here it comes, and there's unexpected things, and it's always the same stuff. It's always from the menu. It's always from the bouquet. And this one's called human. Why? Wow. I made it to the top. I worked my way, clawed my way right to the top of being a human being. Now I don't have to be a cow that gets slaughtered and over and have a dream of being slaughtered. Now I can be a human being that's abused and fucked with and all of this is happening, and it's all happening to me, my body, which I totally identify with, because that's what I identify with. My brain makes it all up. My hands, oh yeah, my hands are all doing this, but when everything's said and done, it's a dream of having a body. A dream of having a body. Because I know, and I support it with other bodies. Other bodies say, hey, wake up, come on. And other ones say, oh, you're not asleep, you're just fucking nuts. And you can make it any way you want it to be. You can be rich beyond belief. But if you're identifying with your fucking house, now you got to watch it. Now you got to take care of it. Now if you have somebody give you a cow, you got to get a bucket, you got to get a corral, you got to do this, you got to milk the fucking cow. Hey, I'm free. There's nothing here in this dream I want. I want to go home. Well, that's kind of dumb because you already are home, you fucker. Yeah, I know, but other people don't know that. They're still playing with the matrix. They want to move money and cash and stuff and say, oh, when the money comes, I'll pay you. Oh, Jesus, here, have some money. Like I fucking need money. All I need to do is die. No problems. The only problem is there's a catch. This is a little string that's attached to everything. I can't die. Do you know what a drag that is? It's like Groundhog Day. Good movie, I wrote it. The guy doesn't get a clue until he gets a clue. He can't get out of that town. He can't get out of his dream. He can't get out of the awareness of what he has to work on because he's attracted by shit. Just like humans are attracted by fucking, greed, lust, pride, all kinds of shit. Every one of those belongs to God. But it isn't God because the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. God uses that as a menu to become God, to become God realized. And as those things are understood and are forgiven, put back, then the God realization comes into the human being and another singularity happens. The last time I had a singularity, oh, it was a bitch. It was a royal fucking bitch. But, hey, we can cover ourselves with lots and lots of new stories. They're not really new, they're just repeats, but they're all in a different configuration. You know, as an author, that you have a book, you can have Once Upon a Time, and then boy meets girl, and then blah, 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 blah. And then it's a big tree, okay? All you need to do is admit that you have a dream, and then you can start dreaming anything you want because the dream is only limited. It's just like in this life, there's a once upon a time, then there's the end. And they're going to be happily living ever after. Well, God has the same kind of method. It's like, I'm God, I create a dream, I become a person, I experience what a person is like. I have all these issues to work on because I'm feeding myself my own issues to work on, which is the fun thing because I'm just a big giant fucking kid that's created the whole fucking universe, having so much fun, pretending that I'm bodies and animals and people and things and all this shit. And it's totally absurd. Nobody believes it because it's fun. I like to hide from myself. I like to go to sleep, and then I like to wake up. Do you like to go to sleep? Yeah, I like to go to sleep too. I like to sleep a lot, you know? Oh, yeah. And then I wake up, and then I have put myself through, you know, these things like, oh, I feel good. Oh, I feel terrible. Oh, hey, you ever have somebody take their foot off your foot? Doesn't it feel good? Yeah. Well, I get to bang my head against things, and I get to play my little video game where it's a good thing I have other people to be impressed because I've got 300 trillion points here. Hey, impressive, huh? But since I already discovered everybody's me, that blows that game out of the water. Now I'm just playing it for the hell of it. Yeah. I gotta be somebody. I'm gonna be a famous author. Why the fuck would I want to do that? I'm God. What the fuck do I need? I gotta be a famous author. I gotta be a movie producer. I gotta be known before I die. I gotta leave a mark. I gotta piss on something. Holy fuck. You know, wake the fuck up. The only thing I have to be is myself. And I can be anything I want. Because I am everything. I'm the drunk in the street. I'm the child abuser. I'm the wife beater. I'm also the nice guy that gives billions of dollars to charity. I'm everything. And of course, my little ego friends that I have around me say, oh no, I'm not God. Because I have all these things to work on and nobody's perfect. Well, bodies aren't necessarily perfect, but they're not necessarily not perfect. Perfect body for a cripple. Want to be a cripple? Here, be a cripple. You know what Jesus said? Hey, get this. Jesus said, well, no, he didn't say it. I'm sorry, the wrong joke. There was a guy that had a crippled hand, right? And he said, when he saw Jesus, he said, Jesus, I know you can heal me. He said, make my hand like the other one. And Jesus said, so it be under your faith. Did you get it? Isn't that funny? Yeah, it is funny. Yeah, rolling. I don't know, can you? An English major? I don't think so, you liar.
I wasn't an English major.
I thought you said you were an English major.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
But this is an
Can I? Oh my God. Even I know that.
Do that for me, please.
Even I know that, for Christ's sake.
Mother, may I?
Listen, it's like this. Bob Dylan, I still like Bob. He said, when you ain't got nothing, you got nothing to lose. Then combine that, connect the dots, and go. Those busy not being born are busy dying. Connect those two dots and use that as a mantra for a while. You like it. Fuck you. That's a good friend of mine. I have to take it off, fall forward. Fuck you and the horse you rode in on. You gonna talk to me fucking normal in a normal voice with a normal connection, or am I gonna have to fucking hang up on you again and call the CIA, the FBI, and the Secret Service to keep you the fuck away from me?
No, we're cool now. We took the base and I really shook down, and actually my voice changed to my frequency of vibration. This is that frequency I'm operating at, which is my voice.
Yeah, well, slow your speech down. I want more normal. I want normal. I'm sick and tired of all that fucking bullshit. I want to relate to what's fucking normal. Oh, fuck the assholes. Forget the assholes. Just dissolve them. Dissolve them. Neutralize them. I'm not interested in assholes today. I said I'm not interested in assholes today, and if you turn out to be one of them, I'm going to, like, throw you back in the hopper for a little more baking. Stop slurring your shit. You fucking hardly can be heard anyway. Say hello to... Say hello to Maya for me. Yeah. What, are you trying to get money out of me again? How much money you need? Yeah, listen, I don't need the fucking details. How much you want to soak me for?
It'll probably be $2 grand ticket, about $5.
$2 grand? No, forget it. Oh, listen, I'll let one of you come up here, and then the other one can use a cardboard sign and a magic marker and write down. I'll send you a sign that says Farmington. What you do is you unfold it, you stand out in the road, okay, hopefully so you don't get hit by anything, and you open the sign up, and probably out of the two of you, who's more attractive, who's more likely to get picked up? Maya is. Give Maya the Farmington sign. Huh? Will you slow your speech down? You sound like you're being assured by the South. Well, adjust your speech. Stop sounding like some dumb fuck from the South, will you? Yeah, can you talk like almost normal? And try New York. New York's good. No, just kill the character part there in your normal voice. You know, the one where they... Huh? Oh, Jesus. You know what? Until I can understand you and your vibes come down to a frequency where I know where I'm actually talking to you rather than some fucking clone chip planted in your brain where they take over your fucking brain and you allow them to, until I have that normalcy with the Daniel that I used to deal with.
Actually, for real. Because the thing is that you just fucking let your mind be manipulated all over the place, and you don't pay attention to anything, and you have no fucking clue of my character. Because what I'm saying here is he should, like, be somewhere else. We've already discussed that. I'm not playing this fucking crazy game either.
Oh, well, I play. Well, all right. I don't talk to you then. Hey, listen, you judgmental little bitch. Don't tell me what my thoughts are.
You know what? Your thoughts are impossible to miss.
Oh, are they? Oh, okay. All right, tell you what. You'll be a judgmental little bitch, and I'll be a judgmental little bastard. You want to hook up and make babies?
We already tried that, and you totally fell off the cliff. And
Wait a minute. I didn't fall off the cliff. You fell off the cliff.
No, I did it. I really did it.
You did too.
One of you is stupider.
You did too. You're stupider.
I don't think so.
Yes, you are.
I really don't.
Yes, you are.
All right, well, we'll see. But either
Hey, I agree with that. We'll see. Hey, wait a minute. I agree with that. We can work with that. We'll see. That'll work.
Yeah, but these relationships.
What's he doing his drama again?
Really irrelevant. I don't.
You know what? I gave him too much. I gave him too much at once. I think it fried his brain.
I'm not sure exactly. I'm not sure if it's an issue of fried brain or if it's just a fried bridges.
Hey, take your pick, honey. I don't care. I come in many forms.
All right, so your bridges are non-physical, of course. You don't actually manifest into thoughts that can, like, you can walk over the rainbow and get to the other.
Hey, it's your dream. Whatever. Hey, whatever you want me to be in your dream, I'll be for you, honey.
Well, can you please manifest a rainbow that crosses over the main in like 2 seconds?
Well, that's a little tricky. You'll have to talk to Daniel about that.
Well, I haven't seen him manifest that either.
Well, he's out to lunch.
It has to happen according to the law of one.
Yeah, well, he talks a good talk, but I don't know about walking it.
Well, it's kind of hard to do that without the cooperation of the co-creation.
Well, he's the one that said he wanted a touchstone. I offered to him, but obviously I'm not very good at it. I suck at it, evidently.
A touchstone?
Yeah. You have to have a reference point in the universe in order to see the rest of it. It's like Daddy holds your hand as you go around the merry-go-round or you're on the swing set.
Well, he's seen all of it now.
Well, tell him not to see all of it now. He doesn't want that synchronicity and singularity to come in all at once. You take the long way home. What do you think the billboard was saying for a while? Take the long way home. Enjoy the ride. For Christ's sake, enjoy being human. Enjoy the frobbles and the bullshit and all the crap you have to go through, the broken hearts, the emotional crying, the being attacked, the being killed. All that crap is all part of the fucking dream. You don't want to see it all at once. It'll fucking fry your brain. Not only that, it'll create a singularity.
It's a little too late for that, though.
Well, I can't help it. I'm sorry. I fucked him up.
No. He came to me after he went there.
Well, good. You beat on him for a while. Maybe it'll fix his ass.
Well, that's why I'm thinking if he goes back there, then he'll get another viewpoint of the whole situation.
That's fine. You know, he doesn't, he's got so many fucking characters. I mean, I showed him 1,000. I think he multiplied it by 10. That's what the ego does. You know, it likes expansion. Why do you think there's so many fucking people in this dream? Don't worry. It's self-cleaning.
I'm self-cleaning.
Yeah, so am I.
Everybody else's shit.
Well, I'm sorry.
Sanitizer.
Hey, my shit stinks. You want some?
Your shit expands too.
Yeah, I know. I can't get away from it. The more I try to get away from it, the bigger it gets.
I bet we come here and your shit's not in Maine.
Oh, my shit's everywhere. Everywhere I go, there I see it. I see my shit everywhere. What?
It's everywhere from where you are. Remember what you were saying to me about, well, everywhere you go, you are. But I think that the case is that everywhere I go, your shit is.
Yeah. No shit. What?
So, I don't know. It's how...
Where do we go now, honey?
Yeah.
Help! Let me out!
No, you're totally misunderstanding me because I'm not in a loss of control here.
Oh, either am I. I'm totally in control when I'm not in control.
Who's not in control?
I don't know.
All right. Well, I need to know exactly, and that's what I'm confirming right now, is exactly what the details are between his relationships, because this is fucking ridiculous.
I know, it's really fucked.
Okay.
I think he's a disruptor.
Chaos?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's been known.
Well, I've been able to harness it somewhat.
Yeah, well, what's your point?
I don't have one.
Alright, well, harness it, and what? Block up the fight?
Nah, let it be.
Alright, well, I wouldn't want to create any more of my own imbalances.
Well, go ahead, create all you want.
Well, no, I mean, they're being created right now if you didn't notice the imbalances.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Cons?
mine.
Yeah, I just observe. It's very interesting.
Well, did you ever read the Gita?
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
Like, do you read about all the different levels and, like, about stagnant?
Well, listen, I tell you, once you do all the reading and all that kind of stuff and you get a clue, you go home and then it's all available. You don't need a Gita. You can write it as many Gitas as you want.
Well, your home is trying to get me home.
I am? I'm not trying to get anything done.
What?
I'm not trying to do anything.
Not you. Your higher self.
There is no higher self. There's just me.
Oh.
I'm the space.
Oh, okay.
It's all add-on. There are people that have an idea that they're not God. That's too bad. Fuck them.
Yeah, I noticed.
Well, it's not my responsibility. I set the whole thing up, so now work it out, you know? Play hide and seek with yourself as long as you want. That's the only game in
What
town.
you're doing.
Is that what I'm doing?
Yes.
Well, I'm doing that until I'm not doing it.
You're scared. You're like being like Peter Pan.
Peter Pan?
Yes.
I'm scared?
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm going to become a singularity again. Oh shit, the first time around was really something. Cool.
Well, I don't know.
Far the fuck out. I mean, fucking far out.
Yeah. We're way too far out right now.
Well, you know, I can seem to come back and recall all the data to fit right in with all the sleeping zombies around me.
Yeah.
They don't even know.
What about when they wake up?
Oh, that I don't have to be concerned with that. It's not my job.
I know, but they will. So then what?
I don't know. I'm here now.
Okay. All right.
But it is fun. See what you can do with him. Hey, attach some electrodes to his nuts on high voltage and see how he reacts.
No, no.
Well, I would if I was there.
I know you would. I know. I've been through all the hell tunnels.
Listen, evidently hasn't experienced enough hell yet.
I did say that, but
Well, listen, we make shit up as we go along. You can speak out of both sides of your mouth. It's perfectly permissible as a human being. Don't forget, being a hypocrite is the #1 thing the ego is.
well, I can't be that. So
I can be all of it. I've done all of it. I don't want to jinx myself. There might be something I haven't done yet, though.
hell yeah.
So I don't want to jinx myself. That's a belief. As soon as you say, you know, you've seen all of it, then you really see more of it.
Right.
Sucks.
Yep. Sure does.
So I'm not going to say that. Forget what I said. I never said it.
Okay. It's just when you say it to me. Don't make me think.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't want to wish that on anybody. Look what it did to Daniel.
That's not about think. Dawn has nothing to do with that.
Oh, really? What do you think it has to do with?
That's called a diverge.
A what?
A diverge.
Diverge?
No. Yeah.
Well, why the fuck does he keep calling me up with these stupid little things that he does?
Well, he's merged with a collective now.
Oh, good. The board got him.
Well, that's what happens.
I know.
Yeah. So it's just about balancing out that collective now.
Oh, good.
Yeah, no big deal.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what does he need money for?
I'm not sure. That's kind of what we're discussing right now.
Yeah, money, he must be under the impression that money is something. It isn't money that runs the world, it's love.
Right. That's what I've been trying to explain. And I think that I've gotten that message across as much as I possibly can. And I think that whether you've known it or not, you've backed me up on that message.
Yeah, well, you know, money ain't going to do you any good. Love is the only thing that moves the universe.
Yeah, but love doesn't move money.
Yeah, wait a minute. Money represents action. Action. Now, action by itself without love is meaningless. Action.
Right.
The chicken soup isn't what heals. The love. When you make the chicken soup and give it to a loved one is what heals.
Yeah, I've heard your radio show on that.
Okay. Well, I have to repeat myself because some people don't get it the first time around.
Yeah, I repeat myself quite often.
You notice that?
Yeah, I couldn't help but notice.
I mean, to the people that I'm telling this to, it's like preaching to the choir. You know, they could care less.
That's right.
Exactly.
They think action has to do with going to work.
Right. They don't realize the burden is light and the yoke is easy. Actually, that's misstated. It's actually fun.
Well, I just don't think that there's two sides. I don't think the other side's ever going to agree or see eye to eye.
Yeah, love is fun, by the way.
What's love? You need to tell me about love.
Now I'm telling the choir and the people tuned in. I'm telling them I'm never talking to a particular person. I'm always talking to myself, honey.
Oh, okay.
Always talking to myself. There's no difference between you and me, and if you think there is, I'm talking to you then.
Oh, there's a big difference between us.
Okay.
Well, a big difference. Do you bleed every month?
Yeah, as a woman I do.
Yeah, you're Baphomet, like I said.
It's just a thought, like any other thought. It's an image, just like any other image.
Whatever. I know what came first. Not the chicken.
Hey, pain is pain. Suffering is suffering.
Well, okay, so mercy is mercy.
Yeah.
Mercy, yeah.
Yeah, forgiveness is forgiveness.
Forget the mercy.
Now, don't modify it too much. They might have
I did a 13th principle, but it didn't work out so well.
Yeah, throw the books out.
Yeah.
We got to have an old-fashioned book burning, but we need to update it. How about an old-fashioned computer data burning?
That's a great idea.
It is.
It really is. I think it's about time for that.
Well, it's coming. In my story, if there's a place that we could get to experience that, of course you can experience it now if you'd like to, but if we can get to a point where we can manifest that, that would be fun.
Well, in our story, which dates back to like pre-creation, 4.0, and we have all the artifacts and the new novels.
Oh yeah.
Set up. If you'd like, do you know Richard David Dellerman, by the way?
No, I don't know him personally.
Well, you should. He has a book. It's called Elohim One.
Yeah, what is it?
It's a series. It's kind of like the Zohar. It's called Elohim One.
Aleadium.
He's the anthropologist for what is that? Columbia University.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you should read that book.
All right.
Or that series, or at least look into it. He wrote about a lot of the artifacts, the Anunnaki, and anyway. So
I have a confession to make.
What's that?
I'm not going to read anything.
Oh, okay.
I don't read anymore.
Well, you suggest all kinds of books on your radio show, or you're like talking about authors.
Hey, listen, I'm trapped.
Because they're like, kind of crushed up against between the stratosphere and the ether right now.
Hey, here's how it works. What's important to you, since you're me, you just mentioned it. I don't have to endorse it. It's been left behind. I don't have enough time left.
Come there. I should really come there, just so you could see. Just so you could see.
Well, I don't know about seeing. I see what I see whenever I see it.
I know, but it's easier sometimes when you're up close to get a full,
Yeah, well, I did that until my head hurt, and then I decided to let it go, and when I let it go, that's when I started seeing.
I know, but what about being face-to-face?
Face-to-face is okay, but I've come face-to-face all the time with things in my dreams.
I know, but that's still not the same.
It's not?
I think the dream and the reality are the same, but they're not.
They're not?
No. And if you would get that straight in your head, then maybe he would have that straight in his head.
Oh.
It's really not fair because I'm actually making sense and being logical, which is really hard. That's a struggle for me without the logical male side support. And I'm trying.
Well, what's the male side?
Figure out that there's a physical reality going on in between all this.
What's the difference between the male and the female side if it's all coming from the same source? Where do you part the two?
Because of the order and the correspondence and the law of harmony.
Oh, there's a law of harmony.
There's a lot of little tiny pieces that need to be put together that make everything flow. Like, you notice, I don't know, how's your weather lately?
Well, we've been having weather.
Tell me that.
We've been having weather here every day.
Oh, really? What kind of weather?
Weather.
What's the weather like today?
The weather is weather.
Oh, see.
Take a look at weather.
Answer my question. Well, here it's like 50 degrees, and then the next day it'll be 87, and the sun will be blazing hot, and then all of a sudden it will drop down to like 44.
Yeah, it's.
And we'll take a little trip to 5 Points, and then there'll be a flood that comes in, and just very strange. And I know why that's happening.
Why?
So that's called an imbalance.
Oh, I love imbalances.
Yeah. Well, so that's good. We're making progress now because that's what I'm trying to say. So the things that I'm concerned about, and I would like to see working in a more harmonic type of balance.
How do you know I'm not working on more harmonic balance now?
Okay. No, I know you're not. Oh, I know you're not. So.
Hey, listen, I don't have to.
Something needs to happen here.
Yeah?
And we have a time being that's floated in. You know what a time being is?
Well, maybe. I mean, define a time being. I'm a time traveler.
Okay, well, time itself, Tia, is here.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to decide.
So.
Decide what we are doing.
Well, I don't need to decide. It just happens. I used to spend a lot of time thinking about what's happening. I don't have to think about it anymore. It really is taking a big weight off my shoulders. You never tried that? You just let it unfold.
No, I know what you're saying, but
there's nobody there to do. There's nobody there.
Happens, and I find myself right back at the same point where it's like, okay, that's not going to work because when I just let go and nobody else does anything, everybody turns into retards.
Yeah, but that's an illusion. That's to make you think that you need to do something. Fuck them.
No, because I want balance, like I said. So
wait a minute. What will?
My goal is balance and harmony.
What is the driving factor of time? What generates time? Don't want anything. Yeah. Don't want a damn thing.
It's a computer program, and time is currently running, and it sometimes runs in the center, sometimes runs outside, and it kind of starts in and expands out, and it goes back, and depending on where the time being
I've been aware of that, and I gave it up.
Oh, okay. Well, it's true. So you should probably.
Listen, you keep thinking that there has to be somebody that keeps track of something, don't you?
I'm not thinking.
Okay.
It's just knowing. It's just my inner knowing, my inner self. And
Well, that doesn't even have to be expressed.
Oh, I'm expressing it to you. That's why.
Yeah, I know, but it doesn't have to be expressed in language.
No, it doesn't. But I want him to hear this.
You want him to hear it?
Yeah, because maybe you don't need me to express this in language, and I don't really need to hear your response because I already know what your response is going to be. But and by the way, I know that it seems like we're all one, but don't forget the Holy Spirit, okay? Because that's what connects us. Did you know that?
Yeah, well, I see it as one. If you want to like subdivide it, make it into levels and higher and lower and all that.
Do you want to like try? Do you remember the Killing Freaks? They would like they would paint people blue and then like sacrifice them and make these like collective gods that are still here today.
Really?
Yeah.
Well.
Did you ever see Apocalypto?
The speakerphone's a little fucked. What was that again?
Yeah. Did you ever see Apocalypto, the movie?
Apocalypto, no.
No. It's a good movie, but there's a lot of those around. The Aztecs, the Mayans, the ones that ascended.
Yeah, ascended, smended.
Time doesn't matter to them. It's really irrelevant. And they're all here doing the same exact things.
That's nice.
They're not one. They have to actually circle around in a different way. Their cycles are different.
Okay.
So, but they do work in a sync with me, even though they seem completely insane and evil because they do things like sacrificing millions of people.
Yeah. Well, maybe that'll happen. I don't know. Do you want to witness that?
Well, no, what I'm saying to you is what they consider to be part of one in their collective is like when there's a harvest, like in the Bible it talks about harvesting.
Oh, yeah, Revelations.
Right. So it's not that I am all against this when you say the one thing. It's just that I like to have a little bit of definition in between what that means.
Well.
Because the harvesting of certain collectives happens in a different way.
Well, okay, sounds like a good story to me. I'll support you on it.
Yeah. So, well, it's not, I don't know how you're going to support me on it.
Well, why not? I can't do anything but support myself.
Okay. Well, in that case, then I think we're both going to come there.
Well, I don't know. I'm not a betting man.
Do you want us to come there and stay with you?
I don't know, but love will provide a way. If it's love will provide a way. Love will provide a way. I'm not sure this house is ready for his energy again. It's very, very mellow here.
I know.
We got a main legal hemp farmer here.
Hemp farmer?
Yeah, he grows pot medically for the state of Maine now that it's been legalized for medical use. He's got a certificate.
Oh, okay.
And the electric bill's has gone up this month.
Electricity.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
600 watts.
Wow.
12 hours on, 12 off. Then I guess it changes. I'm not all that up on growing stuff,
Yeah. Why? I guess like your weather's not really. You don't have much of summer.
Well, it's starting to get warm now. It's
trying to grow the sixth element where there's no summer. I would cost some money.
Well, this is the best time of year up here, I got to tell you.
Yes.
It's starting to get warm.
Okay, so I don't know what to say about this.
Well, when I don't know what to say, I just stay quiet because the universe does it all on its own.
Oh, okay. Well, you stay quiet while I do it all on my own, okay?
Yeah, well, if you think about it, it really makes sense. It says, be still and know I am God. And when you think that you are doing something, that's when shit can hit the fan. What you got to do is.
So when you see me, you'll understand because I communicate with them all, and I'm watching them move. I know you have your cluster of your own inter-universe. Don't deny it, because what you're doing actually is trying to deny that you have any control over the universe, and you can't deny that. Make sure that you do.
Well, you know my.
With the animal kingdom.
Oh God.
Yeah.
No, I'm a liar. That's my cover.
Make the cover.
Hey
I think it's the best cover anybody can have.
everyone,
Cover and reflect it onto me.
We can't really get rid of
let's
things
look
until you own
Tell
it.
the truth. Don't. They're not
Can't
gonna buy
powerful
any of
your
them.
get
mind
rid of
is.
an addiction.
Let's
unless
compare your mind to the
admit
most sophisticated man-made
Any lie.
device.
No, they wouldn't.
No. So it doesn't matter.
No, but they're kind of outside of your universe.
Are they? Nobody's outside of the one universe.
You're talking about my universe versus your universe. My universe doesn't accept anything but the truth. And your universe isn't sure what the truth is because it's based off of stories.
You think
you're
so?
not sure which story you're going to stick to from one day to the next.
Yeah. I love it.
I feel sorry for your universe.
Well, I don't feel sorry for it because that's what Thought Bridge is.
Oh, well, I don't know. I just have a lot of compassion. You know me and my compassion.
Yeah. That's all that matters is the love.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And being in love. You know there's a difference with my fruit, right?
The difference between what?
My fruit.
Yeah.
This is very important because I think you didn't know this before. My fruit, to be balanced, I have to be in love. That doesn't mean pure love without separation.
So you like a little bit of separation, do you?
Do you know what happens
What?
when there's pure love without separation and in a world like this, that functions like this?
Yeah.
Then bad things happen. And everything gets imbalanced. And fathers and daughters start, like, what is it? The omnipotent material kind of archetypes all get screwed up. Archetype. You know what that is?
No, it's explained.
Like, I think it's called archetype. You would know that as archetype. So where there's, like, mother, if you're looking at somebody, so I can look at, let's say I look at you as three different parts. Like I can see you as father, son, and they equal, right?
Yeah.
And if that's not balanced, and I'm standing next to somebody who's like father to me, right? And there's where our love is as father, but it's not balanced in all the archetypes.
Yeah, the labels are just...
Well, that's what the two of chaos, one on either side of chaos, was trying to create between me and him. And with his merge here and what's happening. And they were just trying to create this balance, which is created perfectly naturally, and that works. But there's just certain sides pulling in different directions because they all want, like, to get in between. It doesn't work like that. It's in love. So if we're in love, then everything in the branches, like vines, right?
Yeah.
Then it's perceived a certain way.
Right.
And if they don't like that feeling of love for whatever reason, then they try to separate and divide, and their minds start kind of like spreading out and getting in the middle.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that happen? It's really, really ridiculous.
Well, that's where the
And then
word...
others, then there's worse things. There's others who like just completely plow into the back of us.
Yeah.
So we're trying to stabilize the situation. That's what's happening.
Well, realize the situation is
So
stabilized.
stabilize.
No, just realize that it's stabilized.
It is stabilized inside of us, not outside of us. We need to stabilize it across
Well,
all,
you need to.
and we can't pull people's free will. You know, if they're not crossing certain boundaries, then that's fine. But when they start to cross certain boundaries, there's a problem. When they start to, and there has to be order. There has to be.
Yeah.
Everyone has to know that there's certain things that cannot happen. There's certain things they cannot do.
Well, okay. That's the way you see it.
It's not the way I see it. It's the way it has to be, or they get cut off from what feeds them.
All right.
And you would understand that perfectly. So if you see, especially, we need to stabilize this because love is substance. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Love is substance. Love is matter.
Well, that's
So beyond all the other parts about the experience, there's also something very important that humans, whatever you want to call them, can't conceive of completely to understand, but we can.
yeah. So you're not human.
Well, whatever. But
Yeah.
we need to stabilize this for our sake. For those of us who are, you know, understanding what's going on, and who wants to do that? Most can't be so close. They have to be farther away. They have to be far back and watching and helping from far distance, and that's what I would call the universe.
Yeah.
But they're consciously aware. They're not asleep. They're aware. They're not just being manipulated by like a bunch of zombies that are being controlled by their minds. They're actually consciously aware of what's happening, and they're collectively working to secure and stabilize this.
And how long has this been going on for?
Since as long as I know, but there's been changes, you know, and they've tried many different things.
They must be still trying then.
Well, now we've gotten past the hardest part.
So what's their motive?
Eternity?
Oh, well, that's a really long time, I hear.
No, I mean preservation of sacred.
Oh, secrets. Well,
No. We already addressed that.
I think they make up secrets to keep. I think they
you know
make.
what happened? Everyone went insane and got totally stupid. And yeah, it's not a secret when others can't know because they can't understand without being jealous and hateful.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why. Sometimes things are kept secret because it's none of anyone's business because they're not going to accept it with love or, you know, be happy about that, or they're just going to feel all wrong about it.
I thought they kept secrets so it would make people want to know what the secrets are and feel special when they found out what the secret was.
I know, but that's why you're doing Mr. Bridges' Neighborhood.
It is?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, that's how you make like little fun jokes and stuff. But no, that's really not the real reason of secret.
Oh, okay.
No, not when it's secrets like this, when it's secrets of, you know, things that have to be maintained and in balance, not for entertainment purposes only.
Well, it seems like the program always wants what it can't have, not realizing it already is what it's looking for.
I know, but there's another thing too. It's like, did you ever play Joel the music about what they were saying about Bush and the wars and how he was keeping all these secrets? I never agreed with that.
Yeah, well,
I never agreed that he was keeping any secrets.
Oh, well,
I believe that he knew, and also knew, like, let's say that they had just rushed in and done, you know, whatever they wanted to do out of their rage. He sends them in, and that would disrupt the natural cycles. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So he was already aware of what was going on in this battle that's between actually not countries, but summer, as in Sumerian, right?
Yeah.
And he was trying to allow it to form in the certain way that it needed to and work out. And it would just be completely disruptive to everything to just run in there and start blowing everyone up, right?
Yeah.
So I've always been more supportive on that end because I see things very clear and have an understanding of this.
Yeah.
And then the first reaction when somebody tells them they can't do something is rage and outrage and wanting to like have control, and they want to go in there and kill somebody, because it seems like that's what they're made to do, is just kill and cause disharmony everywhere.
Destroy.
Yeah, exactly. And then when you tell them they can't do that, they just freak out. And they can't do that. So whether they want to go and just start blowing people up, they can't.
Yeah.
So would you say the same thing to those? If they were like, well, I want to blow everybody up, would you be like, oh, well, you don't realize that you can already do that?
Well, why don't they blow themselves up?
Okay, so you wouldn't say that. You wouldn't say that to somebody else because you know the difference.
Well, I suppose.
Yes. Exactly. So, what should we do here? What do you want? Do you want him to, because this is his idea, is we go to, but he's, like, I'm just.
Okay, tell him this. The money will show up when he's supposed to come up. That's his sign.
Okay.
If you can't manifest the money coming out of thin air that's laid on both of you to come up, then you can't come up. So he doesn't even have to think about it.
Okay, so he's not, because I was trying to let him make decisions and,
Well, just because you make a decision.
I was trying to be supportive of the male side in that way where because I'm not controlling and, I like to keep a perfect balance and make sure that everyone feels that they're doing enough and feels that they're doing their part, and you know what I'm saying, right?
Well, he got himself here a couple of times, and then he got himself out of here a couple of times, and I'm saying...
It was much easier when I was at the position I was at and able to see everything from a distance, and you know what I mean? It's much different when the two of us are together.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we're struggling with that.
Yeah.
Here.
So just tell him that, it'll manifest, but he's not going to get any money from me.
Yeah, no, that's what I thought, but he needed to hear that, and I want to hear that so I can explain that to him where he'll accept it and believe that that's the truth.
He has everything he needs if he can, wants to end up here, whether it's a day or a week or a month or a year, he can end up here.
He doesn't have everything he needs to get there.
Not yet.
He doesn't.
Well, he does, but it just hasn't manifested yet.
Right, and we're on a restraint here because there's a lot of things that haven't manifested.
Yeah. Well, I'm
okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, I will talk to him about that.
All right.
Try to explain this. All right. Bye.
Bye. Oh boy. Yeah, whatever you kids want to believe in, go for it. You want to stay earthbound, stay earthbound. There's a reason. It's your world. Of course, you don't realize that, do you? Anyway, thanks for tuning in, Mr. Bridges' Neighborhood.